Welcome back. Okay, I haven't had a chance to look deep into the chart. I've been observing this local price movement on EURUSD, and I've bought it. I'll tell you exactly why I've bought it quickly. Basically, I don't know why this is moving like this. Okay, basically we've got the uptrend. Okay, we've channeled the potential 1 2 or AB from the beginning of 1 to the end of 1 to the end of 2, or A to the end of A to B. Okay, we've come up, we've not come out the channel properly, we've ducked back in. Okay, same thing again, and we've ducked back in. So this would be a bearish signal, but if you consider the market maker method, okay, we're at the 13 EMA. This is a point where price can go up and make another high. I combined that with the fact that if you look at the TDI, we are outside of the volatility bands, below the 50 static, and currently now we're looking to come back above the 50 static, this white line. Okay, we wasn't when I took the entry, but we are now, which is another confirmation that we're likely to go higher. Yet again, another reason why is because clearly we've had this move down, up, we've hit 90% or 88.6 or almost 100% and came back down. This to me is a flat. That's why this channel is here. When channeling a flat, what you want to do to know that it's over is you channel from the beginning of your A wave to the fourth wave of your flat, and then you bring that channel back to the end of your A wave. Okay, like that part isn't even so much necessary. You could just draw a trend line from there to the 4, and when this trend line breaks, that tells you this correction is over. Okay, so expecting higher up. Now don't get it twisted. Okay, we could have this flat, this 3 3 5, come up in 3, and then come down in 3 again in the WXY. Okay, I'm not looking for that because of the structure. I'm expecting these basically equal highs to get ran. Okay, something is slowing my computer down. I really don't like it. I'm expecting those equal highs to get ran. Let's go to the 4 hour. Which then means we're going to take out the supply zone. With us taking out this supply zone, in fact, we'll just move the supply zone to here now. That's your next supply zone. And to mark out the old supply zone high, because now that's liquidity to me, I'm expecting that to get taken out. Okay, so we do have imbalance over here as well. Right in here. So currently I'm looking for price to trade into that imbalance at least. Okay, potentially go higher into that supply, and that's where I'll look for my sell positions. Let's get back to where structure is on the higher time frame, and let me remove the indicators so you can see price a bit clearer. Okay, now you can see we had a WXY or an ABC. Okay, we came to out the bottom of the channel, so we faked out of the channel, came back in. When we came back in a 1 2 3 4 5, potentially a 1 wave, ABC, 2 wave. Okay, then we've got this, depending on how you count it, it could be 1 2 3 4 5, but notice that the waves are now overlapping. So maybe we've got a 1 2 1 2, and we're going up in a 3. Okay, or this can be a 1 2 3 4 5 in a leading or an ending diagonal. it fits better as a leading diagonal actually, which then upon completion, if this is a leading diagonal, upon completion you'd expect a three wave move down and then continuation higher. Okay, so we do have demand here, and we've got demand here, and this demand over here also has a gap in it. There's a gap in there, which is the same as an imbalance. But to me, when I see a gap, it's more, it's a bigger draw on price. If this was FXCM, you wouldn't see the gap. Let me show it. Forex.com. If this was Forex.com, you wouldn't see the gap. So you know it's an imbalance, okay? But what you do see is something that I go on about quite a lot, is another wickless candle. And I often see when you've got these wickless candles inside supply or demand, they're areas that price goes to before turning around. So currently, the count is not the count on the screen. I can tell you that. This is my count, where we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 that comes into 1, and we're doing a 5. Now, 5 could be finished, and I would have presumed it as finished had I not checked out the TDI and seen on the 1 hour time frame that we was already outside the volatility bands, and that's on the 1 hour time frame. So that's a big thing. It's not small. I do anticipate a push up, and now if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we get just about ready to cross that 50 static. Okay, doing that will have us get above the 50 EMA, and I believe momentum will also come in. Okay, so also if we do look at the last price movement here, I can see, looking at it, that we would have diverged, bullish divergence, as you can see here. This low made here over here is lower on the TDI. Price came and made a lower low, but we made a higher low on the TDI. Can you see that? Here we made a higher low. That's bullish divergence as we was approaching the daily open, whilst at the psychological low with equal highs above. So this is straightforward to me. These highs have to go. That's a target for me. Psychological high. I'm just going to make that orange so it stands out, and I remember it's also the psychological high. What can I close? What is making my charts move so slow, man? Give me a second. Just leave it like that for now. I did have internet problems, but this seems to be like something to do with the computer. So EURUSD, I'm in buys to this high, and I'm looking for sells. Okay, I know we're bullish on here, but after this move, I'm literally looking for sells, and we've got that supply zone above us that we just drew out, and I'll be looking for sells at that place now. Oh, I'm on Forex.com. I was wondering why I didn't see my drawings. Okay, so not this supply. This is the supply that, yeah, you expect maybe a retracement. So maybe we come up here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back down in a 3, and then go and take this out. That will give us another W formation, and I'll be heading for at least the high daily range, which is where our imbalance is, and then we've got the supply just over there. So let's check out GBPUSD, and GBPUSD is doing similar. As you can see, we got divergence, bullish divergence on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, price is obviously moving corrective currently. As price hit here, we got a lower low on the TDI. Price hit here, we had a lower low on price and a higher low on the TDI. On the 1 hour time frame, we're outside the volatility band, just like with Euro, and we've got relative equal highs, if not equal highs, just like Euro. And this looks like a flat in a 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. like I said before, hold on, let me just, price is really moving slow. I mean, the trading view. I'm not interested in that. Okay, right. We're actually in an imbalance. That's fine. Remove that. Right, so now we've got a flat here. And if I was to say, I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. This would be my fourth wave. It's corrective, so it is tricky. But I can see that that's a 4 over 3. You can look, they're even ABCs. This is like a diag. But this applies, this right here, that's exactly where I want to put my channel. From there to there, a break of here confirms that this correction move is over. Then we're looking for price to go higher. Like I said, in other circumstances, you can get this and that, and then continuation higher. Yeah, because the flat's finished, but it could be part of a bigger WXY or a bigger ABC. So the flat can finish, we get a 3-wave move up and an X wave, and then a further 3-wave move down. But due to structure and the degree that we're working with, I believe that this is the end of the correction and we're coming up to take this high on the pound. Let me remove everything from the chart quickly so you can see where we're at with the pound. We are clearly in bullish structure. That's our last accumulation. So after we come up and we come down, okay, the lowest point I could expect price to come to is somewhere in this region without taking out this wick. Okay, there's an accumulation here, and this looks like a very nice place to catch buys from. Oh, it's already marked out. Makes sense. Potentially we could catch it from here. This is the one. This is the one that I'd feel happy and confident to take continuations to the upside. We check out NZDUSD. NZD is broken out of the corrective channel or the potential corrective channel. So look, we got 1, we got 2. Price failed to make another high and came down and then broke the high. That gives me an indication of a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so a 1, 2, and then for 3, potentially 3, because this could be A, B, C. So A, B, then A, B, C, and then turn around. Okay. No, but if this is a 1, 2, this could be 1 or 3, 2 or 3. We could be in a 3 or 3 right now. Then get 4, then get a 5. Okay, and this channel allows for that. We could easily come to the midline just above it and potentially to the top, which would mean taking out the supply to the left that we have marked up in this purple zone over here. The last up move. This thing is annoying me. This last up move before the down move that caused a break of structure, okay, that's a supply zone, okay, 4-hour supply zone at that. The midline marks the middle of that supply zone, which is always acts as a good place to either enter from if we're looking to sell or to take profits if we're in buys already. So yeah, on to AUDUSD. AUDUSD over here for our time frame. AUDUSD for our time frame. Over here, we've had an accumulation. We dipped low. That's our spring. We came up. We broke structure. We spent time above the highs. Not looking for any significant pullbacks because of all of the time we spent above the highs here. In fact, let's just go to the indicators. Currently, this is our accumulation. which works, which is active. We broke structure. We closed above structure. As you can see there, we closed above the wick with this candle. This is our demand zone. All right, this 886 is no longer valid. We're looking for price to come into here, then go higher. Now, as pound, NZD, and euro appear to be making another move up before coming down, I'll be anticipating the same thing with AUDUSD. If we go to the 1 hour time frame and look at the TDI, same thing. Outside the volatility band, very close to that 50 static, and it seems to be shark finning, turning around. Shark finning is basically getting a sharp V pattern. So I'm expecting at the lows, yeah. So I'm expecting or anticipating this here to be a sharp V pattern, something like that on the TDI. Okay, so go to the 15-minute time frame. If you really want to know like the waves that we're in, yesterday's video, you'll clearly see the waves that we're in and whatnot. Okay, but as for now, and I will do another video, as for now, you can see every USD cross, every USD pair has come down out of all these four that we just analyzed, okay, and has done so in a flat. I'm gonna sort out my computer, so we're gonna wrap this up, okay? It's come down in a flat. So what I'm expecting right now, again, just like the rest, all right, we can draw it. Let's draw the channel. From the beginning of your A to your fourth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, back to the ending of your A. That's right here. Doesn't matter if it's exact. All that matters is, like I said, you could just draw on a trend line. All that matters is this line gets broken, all right? If you want further confirmation and taking off this high, the moment this high is taken, you can buy, or you can buy now. Stop loss is going to be here, whether you buy now or you buy upon the break of that high. This is the target. Take out this high at the psychological high with the high daily range over there. And I'm going to flick to the daily just to look for where we could be aiming for. At least taking out this wick. And then we have the imbalance over here. Daily imbalance, okay. No wick touching this side of the price action. Okay, and that imbalance leads us to this supply zone. This major daily supply zone, which I'm sure will send price down, at least initially. We're going to use this institutional candle. This last up close green candle is our institutional candle, where the market makers had a quick buy before chucking price down. Okay, and I don't know what this line is, but it lines up basically close to the midline of this whole supply zone. You can get rid of this. So that's the trades for today. And I would say, so Monday false move week beginning makes sense because even though it's in line with the bullishness, this is not where you want to be buying. Seeing quick moves going up is not what you want to chase, because we expect price. Done the wrong thing there. We expect price to get up into this channel and to distribute, bring us down before any continuations higher. We've got a bonus AUDJPY, which I'm currently in sales. I do want to buy this. I think there's another move up, but currently I'm in sales from around here, and I'm looking for price to get into this demand zone to at least take out these lows here. We've got relative equal lows here. From here to here, we've got equal lows. Price has come and closed below. Let's go to the 1 hour. Price on the 1 hour has closed below the 5 EMA, okay, and is challenging the 13 EMA. We go to the 15-minute time frame, and you can see that price has closed below the 13 EMA several times. We did it here and then here, pulled up, looks like distribution, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 closes below the 13 EMA. Price moving up now does not scare me one bit. If anything, it looks like potential re-entries. We are entering the supply zone that is currently in control, and we've come up there with a candle that has no wick. So a fake support zone, you could look at it like, yeah, on a second base time frames, minute time frame, you could consider that equal lows. That's how I treat these wickless candles. I look at them as equal lows or highs, depending on what side you get it on the smaller time frames. Okay, you can see that the volume has been increasing, moving to the upside as price has been coming down. So volume supports this move to the downside. Okay, so AUDJPY, if I just remove all of this clutter, quickly go on the 4-hour time frame. What am I actually looking for? I'm actually looking for price to get into the supply again. Potentially to take out this supply. Okay, for this AUDJPY, we've either got a 1, 2, 3, and a 4, providing price does not come and touch this line here. Then this is potentially still a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. I'm going to put that on the chart also, since it's been playing out well. Looking for 5. Okay, 1, 2. What I'm going to do here is make this bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside 3, we can go. We'd have to go 1, A, B, C, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we can't come into the price territory of 1, so this can't be my 1. But let me just confirm that that can even be the 2, because the B wave can't touch the 1618. I'll show you. Okay, that's great. So because if this is 1 here, then this is A, B, C. B can't touch the 1618 fib taken from the top of A to the bottom of A. We did not. So that it's quite possible that this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, this is a 4, this is a 5, giving us our 3. Okay, giving us our 3. What else can I do to confirm this is potentially a 3? Oh, that confirms that falls over. So the only other thing about this is okay, so we'll look at 1, 2, the extension. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this would be that 2. Pull the fib extension over here, and we'd like to see the 1618. Okay, clearly we don't see the 1618 being hit here. So we've come to 1 to 1, pulled down deep. So it's potentially A, B, C, as we've got here in purple, or it can still be 1, 2, 3, and this can still be 4, providing we don't touch this orange line, providing, that's a point, providing we don't touch the 0.618 from 2 to 3, which we might have done. No longer a 4th wave. This can go. Maybe I did this earlier, that's why I had it marked up as ABC. I'll make this more prominent because this is the count. Okay, that hit the 618, taken from the potential 2 to the 3. So the fourth wave can never touch the 0.618. It is a clear invalidation. And we did that just there, okay? We did that just there. In fact, it's on the chart already. It was on the chart already. That's why I changed it to ABC. Clearly, we got ABC in here. We got ABC in here. This could all be part of a bigger A, B, and C, or a W, X, and a Y. So I am looking for upside, okay? Still looking for upside on AUDJPY. I think we're getting a leading diagonal. That's what I'm counting in here. Looking for upside. Clearly, I'm looking for upside here, but there's a down move to the demand that I'm in currently if that doesn't flop. So I'm gonna be more attentive to this because, yeah, this is looking good. Oh yeah, we got the wickless candle. We were inside supply that's in control. We broke these lows, and we're staying with closes below the 13 EMA. I believe we're going to take out the 50 EMA next, this low and this low into this demand, and then I'll be observing price in this area to see if I can take it up again. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out yesterday's video if you really want to see the waves that we're in on these euro on these dollar crosses on the higher time frame. But currently, as we're zoomed in right now, I'm giving you what I believe we're going to get before, for the day, before the main bullish trend continues next week. All right, trade safe and peace.